Good morning. It's Saturday, July 23rd. It's 11 o'clock. You watching Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. I have no idea where my co-host is. I just want to say first, click like, click share, let all your friends know that Love It Stuff has Sports Talk Live with Kamau and Felix. And I got to touch the Love It Stuff community. I just want to let y'all know. And here goes the co-host. Man, pay your bill, man. This stuff is getting retarded, man. You got to pay your bill, man.
The bill is paid. It's the computer. I know that I'm going to have to just break down and buy another one. My kids have inundated it with all kind of Pandora and everything, all kind of apps where all they do is play video games on them. When my son plays guitar on here, it has overtaken the memory. So that's why issues I keep having. So either I'm gonna kick him off my computer or I'm going to get another one. So that's my journey for the next 2 weeks. And I do apologize. Thank everybody for being so patient. I am here. Thank you, Mr. Holmes, for making it. I was worried you weren't going to be here this morning, but the worry was me, not you. So glad you're here and hope all is well with you, sir. How's everything?
Nah, I'm here, man. I told you, hey, I'm blessed. I woke up this morning, I was on the wake up list. I just went and got retested. For those of you all, I got tested positive Wednesday with COVID. So I've been in isolation. I want to thank everybody for the well wishes and the prayers and everything. So I find out if I'm back negative later on, either today or tomorrow. But yeah, this is real. That COVID is for real. I look at it, living proof that COVID is for real. I had minor symptoms. My symptoms was I just had to cough. They had no fever, no stomach, no nothing. I didn't lose taste or smell, nothing. Get vaccinated. It's for real. I'm fully vaccinated, but yeah, this is for real. It hit me. And I didn't even know. I thought I just had a regular cold. And like I said, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good.
God is good.
I'm still here.
All right. Thank you for that living testimony that you are here and surviving. And we're very, very happy for it. So let's go ahead and get down to business. Our topic of the week, as voted by you, the people who watch us weekly and pay attention to the website. The question at one was, has Steph Curry surpassed LeBron on the all-time greats list? I would say that the answer is yet to be determined. I would say that Steph Curry is a good player, great player, but I think that personally, I think that it's an era. It's a question of an era. Are you going to put? Can Steph Curry beat LeBron James in a one-on-one contest? No. But is Steph Curry a great player? Yes, he is. But can you put Steph Curry in the 80s and have the same impact? No. Can you put Steph Curry in the 70s and have the same impact? No. Why not? They didn't run the same type of offenses and shoot the ball the way they do now, or the way they do back in those eras. So is he a great player? Yes. Am I taking anything away from him? No. But is he a top 10 player? I don't know about that because to me, it's a question of eras. Can you take LeBron and put him in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s? Yes. Can you do that with Steph? I'm not quite sure he would have the same impact. What's your thoughts, sir?
Are we forgetting that it was a guy in LA, rest in peace, before LeBron got to LA? Guy that wore 8 and 24. Well, I mean, what are we doing? Yeah.
No. I'm not taking away from Kobe. I'm saying between the two of them.
But between two of them, no. He's nowhere near LeBron. LeBron played D. Well, LeBron don't play D neither, but he don't play no D. You already know my views on Steph. Steph don't play no D. Play D. Stop wearing lime green suits to the ESPYs, my man. Trying to crack jokes and stuff. Play ball. All that other stuff, go on somewhere, man. You already know you already know my take on any of them Warriors guys. The only guy that I would really actually sit down and maybe have an argument with you with is Clay. I actually like Clay. The rest of them, They like that stuff that come in my mailbox every day. Junk mail. I ain't get out of here. No way. No. And how the Bugs Bunny said, no.
I think I reiterate report. I think that Steph is a good player, but I don't see him. If you put him on the team in the '80s, will he have that same impact? I don't think so. The change of the hand checking rules.
Get off the bench.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The hand checking rules are totally different. His dad wasn't able to flourish because of that style. His dad is just as good, if not as good a shooter than he is. There's also a ton of other good shooters from different eras that they played in this era will probably have better stats than him. You can look at if Larry Bird played in this era, he would average 45 a night, easy, without the hand checking rules, without the getting beat up in the lane like he did. It'd be totally different.
Okay, so in the '80s, the Clippers were a dumpster fire, right? I mean, the Warriors were a dumpster fire, right?
Run TFC.
So that was what?
That was before
TMC.
that. That was the 90s.
TMC.
That was the 90s.
Before that. Okay, that was 90s. I'm sorry. So in the '80s, they were a dumpster fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, right? His daddy, the only reason that was Charlotte. When Dale was playing, Charlotte, like, that was an easy win every night. Look at who the two guards in the backcourt was. It was Muncie Bowles and Dale Curry. Man, you could have got out there. Come on, are you serious? Give it to me in the I'm 5'8". Muncie Bowles got to be what, 5'3"? Come on, man. And give it to me in the post. Really? He wasn't even got no burn, man. Think about this back then. What have been buying that? Come across the half court, let him fly like that. Like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but no.
Yeah, so that's why I say it's a question of errors. This era is a different, wide open style of game that started back with, I already talked about how I felt about how things have changed from AAU through Patino and all that sort of thing, bringing them forward. So I think we are agreement on the fact that LeBron is, even though I wouldn't call him the GOAT, he's a top 5 player. And I think we probably think that Steph is a great player, but I wouldn't put him quite ready to be top 20 as of yet. Well, maybe top 20, but definitely not top 10. Definitely not top 10. All right. As always, click like, click share. Thank you guys for coming to the site and joining the Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix page. Thank you for that. If you're listening out there watching today, please go on the site and join us. We are here twice a month, every other Saturday. We out here making things happen, having some fun, talking some sports trash. And don't forget to get the book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day by Marcus Holmes. Right there, young man right there. We're going to get a reshoot of this picture, but it's okay. We know that, love makes you do crazy things, even though he's probably, he's definitely the biggest State fan. All right, but that's where his money went, so you got to go where your money went. All right, next subject is, did you ever watch the ESPYs? Was there ever a time that you watched the ESPYs? I watched the ESPYs a lot in the beginning when it first came, when it first was out, and they had Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx was my favorite one. Was he had the big old tennis racket, and he was hitting on Serena Williams, and he was trying to flirt with her on stage. That's when the ESPYs, in my opinion, was a lot better as an award show. How things are now with it, it's I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes. I turned it on the other night, and Steph was up there. He looked so uncomfortable. I know you have lots of run-throughs, you have lots of practice, you have trial shows, but he never looked comfortable on the stage. So I couldn't get past the first opening monologue. He made a joke about LeBron. I get it, that's your boy, that's your competitor. You talk junk, but I couldn't get past that very first part of the show. There's a term that we use, jump the shark. Has the ESPYs jumped the shark? I would say yes at this point. I would never say that the ESPYs has jumped the shark. I would say that I like the show because I know some of the people that work behind the scenes, but maybe they need to get a little bit more better talent in terms of the hosting. The actual production of the show itself is spot on. It's fantastic. But in terms of the likability of the people that are out front, in terms of do you want to see that person? No. Steph Curry is the man. He won a championship. Has he earned the right to be a host? That's not my decision. That was their decision because they paid for him to be there. But because he was on the marquee, did that make you want to come out and see him be there? Did you want being Steph Curry on the marquee? Does that make you say, "Ooh, Steph Curry's hosting the show. I'm gonna go watch him"? Nah, that wasn't the case. I gave him a chance. I tried, and he just didn't look comfortable. It seemed like he was so far out of his element that it was hard for me to actually watch him do his thing. I do like Steph Curry, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to bag on Steph Curry, but bring him down. He's a great ball player. He's great at what he does on the court. In terms of being able to host the show, it was not something that was able to hold my attention. And I don't know who we could get to do that. Maybe bring back Jamie Foxx or somebody that's able to hold the attention of the show. We don't want to have another situation where we have the slap around the world, but maybe we can get somebody to host a show that's going to make you hold your attention. I'm a big ESPN fan. I can remember when ESPN first really got popular, when they had ESPN the magazine, and they followed up with the ESPYs. And those first shows were fantastic. The production is still great. It's just the man on the marquee wasn't able to hold my attention. Did you take a look at the ESPYs at all this past week, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually caught the glimpse of it. Just stick to sports, man. That's not your thing, man. Because it couldn't have been me. The way he went off on Williams, that couldn't have been me. Nope. I would have made him cry. I'd be like, we can do this all night. I'd have made him cry. I'd have been like, play some defense. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got the green on. Then we made the little comment of, what did he say? He made the little comment when he was like, maybe I might let you wear one of my rings. Come on, man. Well, I mean, I get it. Somebody wrote that. I get it. But you had to proofread it before somebody wrote it. So you could have been like, nah, man, I ain't really trying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be out here giving verbal shots like that. But, like I always tell everybody, when you wake up every day, you get a chance and a choice. You know what I'm saying? That's the chance he took, but the choice he made. I get it. Everything's supposed to be in jokes. Everybody can't take a joke. You know what I'm saying? You made the little joke about Tom Brady, and Giselle. You don't know them people like that. You know Tom Brady because he's Tom Brady. You don't know Tom Brady and Giselle like that. They might not be comical people like that. These are the things. What I'm saying is somebody wrote that for you. You proofread it. You should have said, I would never do Kamau like that. I don't know Kamau like that. Even though we're co-hosts and co-hosts, the man has been in my home and everything. I wouldn't do it. I still wouldn't take no shot at you or your wife like that. Because that's mean I need attention. I can't do this on my own. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Stick to basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could have got 50,000 other people to do. Billy Crystal, Eddie Murphy, Deion Cole. You could have got Anthony Anderson. You could have stopped letting them host this, man. Because he started off with the LeBron joke. Well, LeBron hosted it back in 2007 after he lost. Then I'm hosting. Really? It's the same guy that came back and beat you though when you was up 3-1. Crack that joke. See? I don't crack jokes. I crack real. I'd have made him cry. Him and his wife, and his 3 kids, and his mama, and his daddy, and his brother. I'd have had that whole family mad at me. Yeah.
It's a lot of material
there.
What
plane is he going back to Detroit on? Yeah, because everybody right now we're in a sad time in the world. You got the wars going on. But you do need laughter. but you make laughter not to point fun at somebody. It should be a general laughter. That right there, nah. Because, okay, who's to say Tom Brady when he came up there and smacked Steph? Then what? Ain't no funny, ain't no jokes then.
Right. You know, they say
So that's
that's
what I'm
why
saying. Everybody can't take a joke. I don't crack jokes. I crack real. For every joke he would have had, I would have said something for real, which would have made him shut up. Like, play some D. Where the laughter at now? Then when Draymond would have came to his aid, I'd be like, okay, here go the gopher. Go get them sandwiches, dog. Here come the gopher. Then nobody else. After I would have roasted Draymond and Steph so bad, nobody else would have said nothing. Nobody else would. They'd be like, hey, my man came with his A game on. I mean, that's just me. Find, like you said, find the host.
Yeah, very good. We're going to move forward from there. We're going to move right into the NFL. Once again, don't forget to click like, click share. Let everybody know that we are up this morning like we do every other Saturday, talking about sports and the like. We are having a great time so far. We fighting the internet demons, but we here. Like Felix say, Lord, I'm here. We're not going nowhere till 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern, and we're going to be here. We're going to keep going. Next, we're going to talk about Mr. Kyler Murray. Made his money. He got $230 million, 160 guaranteed. I think it was 6 years, something like that. 8 years. I'm very happy for him. 5 years. So that now the bars keep going higher and higher. At first it was Mahomes with his money. Now it was him. And at the end of the day, I had to apologize to Zion, because it's not what you're worth, it's what you negotiate. Is Kyler Murray worth all that money? Yes. Why? Because that's what he negotiated. And at the end of the day, they're not paying him for what he's going to do. They're paying for him for what he's already done. In the 3 to 4 years he's already been in the league, he has a pretty solid record. He's been sterling with the highlights. He's putting butts in the seat. And in Arizona and all around the country, when people, the Kyler Murray show is coming. Kid from Frisco, Plano, Texas. He's out in the NFL now. The smallest guy in there. He's doing the guy from Boston College a little bit better right now, and it's great to see. So I'm glad that he got his money. I'm glad to see that he in Arizona has kissed the mate up proverbially. At the end of the day, I don't think it was ever really that much of a problem. I think more than anything, we're gonna both gonna posture a little bit, knowing that they both want each other to be there, because that's what happens. That's how I do it nowadays. Things are a little different now. How they go about posturing. Back in the day it was a holdout. We're gonna hold out for 2 weeks. Now is we're gonna go on social media and we're gonna make things look bad a little bit, knowing both sides already. They're really in the back room already negotiating. That's just how things are now. Things just change. So tell me what you think about Mr. Murray.
I mean, to piggyback off what you said, all right, he negotiated his money. But see, this is the thing, though. These players sit out here and they say, I want to get all this money. Then they get the money, and then their performance decline. Look at it. We paid Calvin all that money. Calvin wasn't going up getting them balls like that no more. Calvin like, we ain't going nowhere. So what's the point of me keep putting my body on the line every week? Soon as Matt got his money, Matt got worse. Matt didn't get better. Matt got worse. Go back and look at them stats. Matt got worse. Then when Calvin left, it got worse. So Calvin made Matt to get the money Matt got. The same thing with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray this year, okay, yeah, D-Hop got hurt. He did get hurt. Okay. Next man up. You got a 53-man roster. Next man up. That's no excuse. So
yeah,
it's just to me, it's like they get the money, and it's like, okay, watch what KC. Watch how much they miss Tyreek. Because who your number one?
They're definitely gonna miss him. They're definitely gonna miss him. Now, who's the quarterback in Minnesota from Michigan State? I think he's a perfect example of got the money, and he's smiling to the bank. Kirk Cousins smiling to the bank. He like this every night. He dancing. He in the middle of the floor. He doing dancing. He don't know how to do. He just making stuff up because he won. He won that battle. Left Washington after Washington kept made him the the franchise player 2 years, so he was in the top 5 in terms of money even before he went to Minnesota. So hey, it's not what you earn, it's not what you worth, it's what you negotiate. And if you can negotiate it, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's a good example. Kurt, you know what?
Right, we also
Kurt played with Kurt. Kurt said, I ain't gonna get no trouble. I'm gonna go out here and throw just enough touchdowns. I'm gonna make it look like it was all the coach's fault while he didn't make the playoff. Think about it, my man got fired. The coach for the Vikings got fired over that. Kurt knew how to play his part. He don't really say nothing. Think about it. They got rid of what was the receiver? They got rid of him sitting in Buffalo. That was his favorite receiver. Kurt didn't say nothing. Kurt was like, well, why y'all trading? Like, okay, next man up. I have a feeling it's number one target. So that's what
Adam Thielen is this probably be his last year. He's a little bit long in the tooth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we got training camps are opening up across the league. We have the Bills and Raiders have their camps open. The Hall of Fame game will be here August 4th, August 5th, I think it is. You're going to have the Raiders and the Jaguars. Deshaun Watson has reported to camp early. He's already there. If I'm here, because it's a reason to that. Okay, so y'all, we in arbitration right now. Y'all don't want me to play? Oh, but I'm at camp. You gonna send me home? This is part of the game. Well, I'm here already. I'm here with the rookies. We gonna start our season. So if y'all gonna send me home, that's fine. But once y'all send me home, I'm gonna send this. I got this lawsuit for you. Because why are you trying to keep me out of the league and I wasn't convicted of a crime? So he gonna push the envelope this year. He got what? $250 million to do it. He's really gonna push the envelope with the NFL in terms of how the commissioner is the sovereign ruler over everything. So I think we're gonna see some changes with that coming up. Right now, the arbitrator, the young lady, is going over everything. The rumor was that something was supposed to come out possibly last night. That's why they had him report early. I'm looking forward to see what's going to really happen. For years, the Tagliabue and now the new guy is in there, and they do what they want to do, and they get paid well to do it. So they're going to see what their rules are, since they are an independent contractor. Pretty much, the NFL doesn't pay taxes, so they're gonna see what they're gonna start defining things as they really are for the NFL. I think this case is gonna be a litmus test. What you think about that, sir?
I mean, Deshaun, I don't know. Like I said, for him to settle like that, that made it look like he was guilty. So if you wasn't guilty, you wouldn't have settled, right? That's what we normally do. We go to court and let the proceedings take their place. But for you to settle, that kind of made you look guilty. With over 30-something women. Nah, man, your lawyers didn't do right. They do right, buddy. But I get it to compose to me and you compose to Deshaun Watson compared to Deshaun Watson. They know Deshaun. They would have just been like, look, we gonna work a deal out. You gonna do 5. We said in negotiating for you to do 5.
If it was me and you, we'd be in a cell crying right now. That's what it would be.
Exactly. That's right. I didn't want to go. I knew you were going to go. That's not what
What you mean I got to take the top bunk? I'm not taking the top bunk. I'm taking the bottom bunk.
Right. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but yeah, to me, you just didn't do it right, man. I don't think that buys it. Right? You paying them. They work for you. You don't work for them. I'd have been like, this is the best y'all can come up with. Because out of that $230 million, he probably gonna lose 60 of that to them. They trust me. They ain't selling for no chump change. So he probably lost a nice little penny to them. You still gotta pay your agent. Still gotta pay sales taxes. The bills ain't gonna stop. You still gotta pay light, gas, rent, property tax, all that. So I don't think I'm not a lawyer.
He's not in Texas or Florida where there's no state tax. So you got to pay federal and state tax.
Exactly. So I don't think they had it. And then Now you got to go through a 17 rule. Well, that's if you don't get suspended. Well, we can say, let's say you get suspended for 6. You still have to go through 11 seconds where they're going to view you as a deal. Well, you're going to have all types of billboard, postcards, people Googling you. I don't know if you got for that.
Yeah.
That's just my take.
I think that I honestly, as long as he's in Cleveland, he won't get booed as much. But like you said, on the road, he gonna catch it because the home team always love the hometown guy, even though he is from originally from Houston. But now now that he with us, we gonna protect him. I think depending on what happens in terms of number of games he get, how far this is gonna go. If he gets 6 to 8, if I'm him, I'll take that and I walk away. If they come on, what they really want to do is give him take that whole year. I can see why I would want to go out and fight this fairly to see what exactly what the bounds of the NFL and what they can actually do and can't do. But in the meantime, the Browns have signed Josh Rosen, a former number 1 pick. I think he was at Miami, at one time. And so we're gonna see what happens with that, and hopefully, because right now they have 4 quarterbacks there. They have Brissett, Rawson, I think his name is, or Boston or Broson, something like that. Broson and Josh Rawson with them. So we're gonna see what happens in Cleveland. Cleveland is stacked right now, quite honestly. Cleveland stacked offensively and defensively. If they can keep Deshaun on the field, it's not gonna be pretty. And then you got Baker Mayfield talking about game. He's circling game week 1 on the calendar. Be careful what you wish for, young man. Careful what you wish for, because they circling this for you too. Because you ran your mouth a lot when you was in Cleveland. So come on up here. Come on, talk to me. Come talk to me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the week 1 game, Cleveland and Jacksonville. I think it's in Cleveland too. So that's gonna really make things real crazy. He probably gonna get when they introduce him, they're gonna cheer for him, and after that, he gonna hear the boos. So I'm looking forward to that game. And like I said, August 4th or 5th, we have the Hall of Fame game, Hall of Fame weekend. They bring everybody in who made Hall of Fame. So that's always my favorite thing to see. We'll see them get them yellow jackets and see those bust of those men who never look right. It seemed like they pick a picture from the past, and then the older guy sitting up there, you be like, yeah, that is him. That is him. But that was always a joke I had since I was a kid. But I was always, as a former football player, that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate goal. So congratulations to them. As always, click like, click share. We're gonna move forward to NBA in the summer league. The Portland wins the chip, and they got those nice, beautiful rings. And the funny part is they just gave to me. It's almost like they're souvenir rings. They didn't personalize them, nothing. They win and they start handing out them rings. They stand up there smiling. I'm proud of them. The first thing I thought was, are they going to take them later and get them sized and get their name on them? Or are they supposed to just be like one of those, just something that you put on your desk? You say, it's like a trophy. Is this their personal trophy? Or is this a real ring? But they sharp rings though. They sharp. I'm not taking anything away from the ring. It's just that how you go, of course you want to take some pictures in it. And you got the rings spinning because all the rings were so big. And I'm like, are they gonna do right by these kids and get them size for them? Or was it just a photo op? Because of course we know those guys who are on the summer league team may not make the regular season. But I just thought it was funny. All of them, they all had their little babies taking pictures. But I think I'm being silly, but I want to congratulate Portland for winning it. I had a question. Does summer league translate into regular season? So I pulled the stats for the last 10 years of those who won the summer league. What did they do in terms of the championships? Did it translate to championships? So 2013, Golden State, 14, the Kings, 15, San Antonio, 16, the Bulls, 17, Lakers, 18, Portland, 19, the Grizzlies, Sacramento again in 2021. No, there was no 2020 games. 2021 Sacramento, 2022 the Trailblazers. So if you go back to 13, the Golden State won the Summer League, and the Heat won the regular season. 14, Kings, Spurs. 14 was Sacramento and Golden State. I think that's probably the closest translation. No, I'm sorry, that's 12. I'm this one year. I went too high. So if you look at the Summer League in 13, Golden State Warriors won it, where 14 they won it. So I think that's probably the closest correlation. And then again, a little bit later, probably the Lakers. Lakers was 17, and they won it in 2020 and 2019. And the Milwaukee won in 2020. They went over near the Summer League. So let's see, they weren't even a runner-up. So what do you think? Do you think that Summer League is I know Summer League is for to get your rookies out there, get some hype for the upcoming season, try to build a little camaraderie with those who, because oftentimes the team will come in and support the young guys. Correlation isn't necessarily one-to-one. What you think, sir?
That's that, yeah. You know, I mean, that was a good. I don't know, because that's a good. I get that. You did the thing. Because you know what, it's hard to say, because after the Summer League guys, not even going, you balancing dimes and oranges. I mean, dimes and donuts. You see what I'm saying? Just because okay, for example, they already shut Pat Darrow down, right? Who's to say he go when the season comes? He go be. You see what I'm saying? That's a good. Yeah, you got me. I was go. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. Because you put the ball out in Summer League and be a ball in the league. You got to pick the competition in Summer League. Everybody trying to make the team. And then when you get to the actual season, those guys is already on the team. So now you play the other competition. We can put them playing through the summer. Like Jay Knight, he hurt his ankle. So we don't even really know the full. You see what I'm saying? But they were smart enough to sit him down, just like Gerald. They sat him down. I think we need to see more of him. Like I said before, I think he's going to be a bust, man. I really do, man. I think he's going to be a bust. I hope he
You think who?
I think he's
Say that name again.
The dude out of Duke.
Banchero?
He's going to be a bust, man.
Oh, man. Ooh, I think we disagree 100% on that one. I like remember I said this last show. It seemed like that uniform was made for him. When he put that Orlando Magic uniform on, it seemed like it was whoever designed or made it. Seemed like he went to the tailor and they. It seemed like the uniform was made for him when he put that thing on. It was. I hope not.
I got to
I don't know about that Chet kid. Chet, if he can't put on 50 pounds in the next couple of years, he's gonna be in a world of hurt. Because you got a 7'1" guy on the perimeter all day. That's worse than Anthony Davis.
Now, you know what though? Chet can stay under the radar because Chet, they ain't really expecting Chet to be like no Anthony Davis. Chet is a Sean Bradley 2.0, so Chet will be able to dip under the radar a little bit. That player Jerome, the number one pick, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's crazy.
I would have bet money that Chet would have been number one over Banchero.
Is that who?
I would have thought that Chet would have been the number one pick over Banchero.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just saying, it's more pressure on Banchero than it is Chet. Watch. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. It's always that way. If you're the number one guy, you're gonna definitely have more. There's gonna be more more expectations on the number one over the number two.
I think it's gonna be a bust. He already talking about he tightened it up. I'm still. I'm like, where's your conditioning at? I think he's gonna be. But I hope not, because I like Duke back the Bobby early days. But I think this guy just gonna be a bust.
Now, but honestly, in history of Duke basketball, there's been very few guys who've translated to the league that came out of Duke. Outside of Grant Hill, Christian Laettner a little bit. Duke players in the league have really, the one guy who had all the longevity that came out of the country day. Very few guys out of Duke have had great NBA careers. You know, much like guys that came out of Izzo. There's not a lot of them who have translated. There's some who had good careers, but I'm talking about great careers that you would have thought they would have had coming out of college. So if Banchero doesn't do so well, I don't think it's because he can't. I would just say that hasn't translated as well. Them coming out of college like that. Zion is still yet to re-rent his in. He's still battling his Big Mac demons. You look at Grant Hill. Grant Hill came in like gangbusters. He got hurt. What is the guy's name who won all the championships that came out of Country Day? I'm trying to think. I can't think of his name. He didn't have a great career, but he was one of the most sought after guys as a second team player because he worked so hard on defense and he set the tone for the team in the locker room. So those intangibles what kept him in the league. I really quickly I want to look at the MVPs of the summer league and do it. Where are they now? Ian Clark, Golden State. Ray McCallum Jr., Sacramento. I think he's been a journeyman. Jonathan Simmons, Jarian Grant, Kyle Kuzma, kind of a journeyman. KJ McDaniels, Brandon Clark, Lewis King, Sacramento, but this was 2 years ago, and this year's Trendon Watford. So hopefully those guys can take that and parlay that to where they can make that to success. But that was part of me saying, hey, who won it and what are they doing? I'm glad you agreed with me. I thought it was a good topic. We was able to take a good look at that. Really quickly, once again, we need to look at KD and the Nets and Kyrie saga that's still going on. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say they still gonna be playing together in the fall. Nobody wants Kyrie. Nobody can afford KD. Where he going? Y'all might as well go kumbaya, go on out to dinner, get your boxing, get the boxing gloves or something, and get it over with. Because y'all stuck together like tougher than leather. It's reunited and feels so good. So y'all better get used to it and go and call Ben Simmons and get in the gym. Because that's where they at right now. I can understand KD saying Kyrie ain't doing what he's supposed to do. He's not making the commitment, 100% commitment. I get that. But you knew that about him before you got there. He was doing the same thing in Cleveland. Why you think that LeBron was like, hey, let me do what I can to keep him, but now that you go, I understand. You do what you got to do. I'm still going to win these championships. My goal is still focus to do that. Well, his focus was to be the man. There's a difference between want to be the man and want to win a championship. Quickly, what's your thoughts on that one?
Just leave it alone, man. Because at the end of the day, they don't have to gel their relationship together themselves. Them two, think about it. That's like, okay, me and you host this every 2 weeks. We host this twice out the week, right? Okay. If me and you have a falling out, I don't think Marcus or nobody's going to ever be able to Felix sit down and repair the relationship. With that being said, Kyrie and him going to have to sit down and repair the relationship. Can it be repaired? Anything can be repaired. But to what?
Winning solves that.
Your actions speak louder than your words. Man. You You did this in Cleveland. You did this in Boston. Now you doing this in Brooklyn. I mean, God, my grandfather always told me you only got two things out here. Your name and your burger. So I don't know.
Well, I always thought it was a third thing, but we can't say that on TV. On the show.
I don't know. I don't know if that could be there. Because then what happens, okay, y'all down one. The last possession. He called up the play. Okay, we don't want to get the ball to him. I first. I got it. You get people know, man. I don't know. I have no idea.
I think at the end of the day, it's going to be difficult. Difficult to make that separation. So they're going to have to work it out. And I've always learned that if the locker room stinks, to make it smell better, winning. When you're winning, don't nothing stink. Winning cover up all the stinks. So they're going to have to figure it out and work it out. And I wish them luck. And finally, on the NBA side, Harden, quote unquote, takes a pay cut, $68.6 million, 2 years, player option after next year for $35.6. That I would doubt very seriously that I would opt out again a second time, like he did when he was in Houston. I don't see him opting out for 35.6 next year. To me, that makes no sense. As much as he like to do this, he needs all that money that he can. It's a well-known fact that he will be up in the club, sitting next to Lemon Pepper Lou and doing this. So he understands the game, and I think that Philadelphia is going to be a little bit better now with the two of them at the same time, and the fact that Embiid he's not afraid to hold his teammates accountable as well as himself, even though he may not get to where he wants to be, but the accountability has got much stronger on his side, where in the beginning that was the knock on Embiid was his own accountability, even though he was playing well. So you can hear it in his words and his deeds over the last year or so. So I hope they work that out over there as well. I'm not mad at him, because at the end of the day, it's not what you wear, it's what you can negotiate. If you can go from Oklahoma City to Houston, act the butt in Houston, go to Brooklyn and get mad and still be and was it Philly now and still be worth a couple $100 million. Well, I wouldn't say worth, but maybe made a couple $100 million in your career. Must be nice. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Must be nice. It's easy for us to say that on the outside, and we make an hourly wage. They get a salary. They get a salary, and as long as they set up the tax shelter right, they're gonna keep good amount of that money. All right. We're gonna take a quick call for the pause, like we always do, as we head right to the Stupid Sports News. All right, before we move forward, I want to make a quick retraction and correction. Brittany Griner did not get 10 years. She got she has the possibility of possibly getting 10 years of hard labor. They have not finished that process in Russia yet, and I wish well over there. And she looked a lot better than the last time we saw her in court than the first time, where her eyes were like this, which scared me really the first time I saw her. First things first, Ja Morant with the fake MJ quote. For those who in the political satire, there's a site called The Onion, if I remember correctly. They're really good at putting out stuff and political wise and other things, and making it looks like it's something real, but it's not. But this time, somebody got ESPN really good with a fake MJ quote, fake Ja Morant quote, saying that he was going to go out and he would have beaten Michael Jordan and cook him. First thing I said when I heard that, I'm like, even before I heard it was fake, I said, "What you think he gonna say?" I don't care. You if you out on the court, you're not supposed to say you don't lose to anybody. Charles Barkley said that. I'm not gonna ever say that Michael Jordan is better than me. You're not supposed to say that. You just, even if it wasn't a fake quote, I wouldn't expect nothing less than that as a response. I just thought it was funny when it came out that it was untrue that John Morant said it. But my question is, was that also a fake Michael Jordan response? Because Jordan was supposedly had a response. Was it a real Michael Jordan response to a fake John Morant question, or was it a fake John Morant and Michael Jordan?
That might have been the real Michael Jordan response. You remember what Mike told?
Oh yeah, Mike got something to say.
Wear the shoes. You can wear the shoes, but so that could have been Mike. Mike could have said.
Mm-hmm. Definitely could have said. As soon as I saw that it was fake, I just laughed so hard. I'm like, because it's so possible. It's because how do you like us? We are considered, whether we like it or not, in the press. What how many people have we interviewed? How many stadiums have we stayed after and been in the locker room with a microphone getting the story? But because of what we do here, we're considered the press. So if somebody floats something like that from a website, they're still considered the press. Like Draymond Green talking about the new press. So when you hear, oh man, ESPN. Oh, did you see this? Who is it? Who said it? Where'd it come from? We gonna run it? Yeah. Boom. That's they're like, we're sorry. they were quick to run with that, but in today's quick media, 30-second sound bites, it's easy to get duped like that. So I still get a kick out of that. What's your thoughts, sir?
Yeah, I'm with you. Like I said before, Mike might have said, I mean, what did he? Remember, was the kid used to play for USC? He got drafted by the Heat a couple of years ago. 20 Harold Miner. Remember they called him Baby?
Yeah, Baby Jordan.
So when it comes to stuff like that, I don't call him that. Harold Miner was all right, but they let him Baby Jordan.
Jordan had to put the screws to him as soon as he got in the league. I remember he got him with one good move, and he was like, "Good move, baby." But other than that, that was the only thing we had for Harold Miner. Harold Miner was as quick as he was in the league. Was quick as he was out of the league. That's the bad part. Let's see here. Vince McMahon, the leader of WWE, formerly WWF, is stepping down due to some true allegations of him spreading the wealth, so to speak, with his he's the Nick Cannon of wrestling right now, in terms of him having a lot of extramarital activities where he's been paying women to be quiet, and the quietness is now at a crescendo. It's all out there now. Yeah, Vince, the wrestling, Mr. WF, WWE. Yeah.
He took 75.
Vince, yeah, he loved there. But you gotta remember, he was taking them steroids, so he's still walking around cock diesel, So Vince was still but think about it. He's a man in power. So this is nothing new about a man in power. So in a lot of ways, he's been like a King Midas. Everything he's touched has grown and just so WWE is worth over a couple $1 billion. Only thing he's done that didn't take off well was the XFL. He bought the WWF, flourished it. Bought the WWE, changed WWF to the WWE, flourished it. It's a worldwide commodity. WrestleMania, the biggest WrestleMania up until recently was the one at the Silver Dome, and then it came to Dallas and it was bigger here just because the stadium is bigger. And now, his daughter is a big part of it. She and her husband was a former wrestler, so he pretty much had to turn it over to her because between the missus and the mother ladies and them babies, it's costing them a lot of money. So you really can't. You probably could stay at the end of the day because it's a private company. It's not like it's a publicly traded company where the board of directors would say, "Hey, it's time for us to take over." But this is this is private still. But he did step down, and I understand the mentality behind it. I'm the man. Why can't I? Same like Chris Rock said when he with his wife. I'm paying the bills. Why, I felt like I could do what I wanted when I really know at the end of the day I really shouldn't have. So I wish him well, and I wish of course the WWE is going to do well. My son and I were just talking about just the other day how they're going to be down here for Halloween and Monday Night Raw. So we're going to be looking at getting tickets for that. And I haven't been to a show in 20-something years, and man, it's a long night, but it's a lot of fun just to go be there. What's your thoughts, sir?
Mr. Vince, I don't know, man. I grew up like it because I remember they did a 30 for 30, I believe it was, about how his dad gave him like so long to get it around. He was going like abolish it completely. And Vince told him, asked him for that one last shot. That's when he decided, like you said, he decided to change from WWF to WWE. He started bringing all the big names like Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. And if you go back and listen, when you go back and watch in history, and NWF, because NWA had Ric Flair, they had
yeah, he bought them too.
The Warriors.
Road Warriors.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Vince McMahon started lowering them to the WWF. First started coming, they were changing their names as once they came to the WWF. They changed the name to the WWE because never when they came to WWE, that's when Hulk Hogan became Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah. He changed his image. He started, instead of the blonde, he started dyeing the black right there. Look mean.
Hey, man, see me still coming. And I mean, kudos to him. I think he should have just stuck to wrestling because the XFL, man, that's crashing. Man, stop.
Yeah.
But
The Rock owns it now.
Absolutely. But I think he needs to just if he got to sit down, he can pass it to his son. Like his father did.
Yeah. No, his daughter has it. He said, his daughter's the one that's been there. Stephanie McMahon. So Stephanie McMahon and I forget her husband's name, former wrestler. They've been running it with it there. So she'll probably take over full time now. Yeah. So it's kind of common. You really look at it because look at Elon Musk. He out there popping them out like Jimmy popcorn. You got Nick Cannon out there popping them out like Jimmy popcorn. Him and Mariah call it quits, and he said he's gonna have like 3 more this year. 3 more. Like, kids. Nick Cannon told me he's gonna have 3 more kids this year already. He got 3 more on the way. So that's like 12 to 15 kids. But you got to remember, Nick Cannon's worth a lot of money. He's worth like 300 or 400 million, honestly. So it's not like he can't afford it, but let one of them get mad. Let one of them get mad. He's gonna be broke. I don't care what kind of agreement he has signed. Go ahead, let one get mad. Have to go to child support court. He's gonna be in a world of hurt. So I wish him the best because I understand because I wanted more children, but you got to be able to afford the ones you have. The ones I have now, I do my best to take care of them. I don't mind working a little extra to do whatever for them, but trying to stretch that. It's only one of me. So, but when you're making money like that, you can take care of the kids, but still, it's crazy. All right, really quickly, we want to talk about ESPN. The SB people were under fire because they did not, invite Aaliyah Boston, the Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, the NCAA Tournament Player of the Year for South Carolina. Their coach called them out and said, "Hey, how can you didn't invite her to the ceremony?" And their answer was, "Well, that part of the show wasn't going to be televised. The NCAA Player of the Year winner wasn't going to be televised, that portion." And so they got backlash, and then they invited her. And she said, "Get y'all." Which, I understood, but it had it been me, invite me early, invite me late, feed me, give me that plane ticket, I'm going to be there. So I'm going to be there, and I'm, as a man or woman, I'm advancing my sport. Hey, that's all right. I'll take the apology. Give me the screen time so I can advance myself as a player, because I'm going to WNBA or play wherever, and I can make more money that way. And I learned a term a long time ago. Use them for what they use you for. So if they're gonna use you, even if it is late, because of course they're gonna make it a big story. We apologize. We're gonna interview you. Yeah, okay, good. First class, 5-star restaurant. We're gonna get all that, and we're gonna take it. We're gonna take care of the business on the right way. Quickly, sir, what's your thoughts?
All right, doing that too. You let them off the hook. We shouldn't even be doing this. I should already been like.
I agree with the let them off the hook part.
Right. If you accept the 5-star and all whatever, then they gonna feel it's all forgotten. When initially they didn't even have you, they didn't plan on having you live with, which I probably and y'all depends on where I was standing at the time. Because if I take it, then I'm correct, then they're wrong, but I'm right, and that's not right. But if I don't take it, I'm standing up for what I believe and feel.
I'm gonna let them feel like they correct me, right? But when I get this interview, we gonna make sure we talk about this. But I'm gonna continue to promote myself so we can make more money on the back end. Because at the end of the day, all news, all publicity is good publicity. Ronald Reagan was the king of, no matter what they said about him, he smiled and he kept that press machine moving. So you got to be able to take that. All right, everybody, it is our time is up. Thank you so much for being here, coming out with us. Don't forget to click like, click share. Have a great weekend.